Hi, everyone. Welcome to Distant Education and Nursing. As I can see, you all are actually been very active in the introduction discussion board, so that's a really great sign. I know Susan Welch told me that you guys are a really good, cohesive group, so great to know that. And when I saw some of your faces, I think I recognized them. So hopefully a few of you recognize me too. I did just finish the doctoral program, defended my dissertation in September, and graduated officially in December. And as you may or may not know, this originally was a 2-course. There was 2 courses that we had in our program to teach about distant education, and they've decided to reduce it down to 1. And I can't remember who pointed themselves out, but I was technically the technology guru in my cohort. Love technology, love teaching online, love face-to-face too. Teaching in general. And so we are condensing this course down to one course. So bear with me, even though we've got all the coursework planned out and the big projects planned out and things like that. It's still getting content up into the modules. So please, let me know if you have if things are unclear, because kind of putting things together the first time and, getting, pulling sources together to get the modules going. And as you already found out with that one article, I went into ProQuest and it was actually wrong as the download. Even in the HTML format, it was wrong. I had to go to Cinol to find it. So hopefully, that's just another good little, we're not perfect online. And with that being said, this type of video that I'll be doing on a weekly basis, that's my plan, is what we call an impromptu video. And it actually does demonstrate some best practices. And at some point during this semester, I'll probably have you guys do one, probably with the big project, because it is important to be comfortable with that kind of on-the-fly video. I just got done teaching my RN to BSN online health assessment course. We went online for the first time in the fall. And so I did do a weekly, touch base kind of thing. And I have to say that was probably actually my number one positive feedback, was that students appreciated the weekly videos. And as we say, they're impromptu because, my hair isn't perfect and I'm not wearing business clothes and I'm just in my office, and that's okay. That makes you, real. We're going to be talking about building community, and social engagement, things like that, in one of our modules. And that adds to it. So it's very important to just be real with your students. They'd see you in class that way. So another reason, with intro videos or these little weekly, they are to be short. Obviously if you go too long, there's no guarantee that every student will watch it, and that's okay. You've got to, in an online environment, you got to be okay that they aren't going to read and look at every single thing you put online. So that's again why we'll do things in multiple. You want to be thinking about that you provide multiple sources. Probably what I tell you in a video is also going to be posted online and also will be in instructions somewhere else in the course. So, usually 3 places is a good thing to think about, for an online course. This video, though, will probably be a little longer because it is the first of the week. First one of my weekly videos, and I can see that I'm already at about 4 minutes, and I'm talking fast. I'm a fast talker. Try to slow down. But another purpose for this video then is to just give you a heads up about what my expectations are of assignments. That's another good thing to do with your impromptu videos. So this one is for the timeline assignment. And, the whole purpose of this assignment is to just jump in and get you using some technology. It's not really about the content in your timeline. So I'm really not even looking at the content. And what's most important is your critique. you're critiquing your timeline yourself too. Hopefully you understand that in the rubric. And you need to start thinking about when you're looking at programs, web-based programs, you know, obviously kind of software programs, we've all been involved with those, but more web-based programs, thinking about things such as usability. How easy was it to use? Were the instructions clear? Were the buttons labeled well? Did I have to really hunt around to find help? What was the support like? Did the colors look good? Did it look, you know, energetic and fun to use? Or was it all, you know, harried and stuff everywhere? So those are kinds of things I know as, you know, they're actually more kind of design elements, but you'll learn in distant education that design does matter as far as font and size and use of white space and pictures and things like that. It's not, you know, the end all be all, but it can add, and you probably already experienced that too, you know, an energetic or a pleasant experience versus a, oh my gosh, there's so much on the screen, I don't even know where to start. And then how do I, you know, get help? So be critiquing whatever program you used in that respect. And then the same when you know, view each other's timeline. I know I only required one, but hopefully you go in there and view them all, but you only need to get feedback on one. But again, as then the user, because that's the hard part about an educator, is another thing you want to think about. Do I get to see the student view? Do I get to see what those who will be using this, you know, creation that I did, what is their experience? And so that matters too. So on the user side, you know, let people know how that experience was. Did it help you learn the information that you needed to learn? Because, you know, as educators, it's another thing. It's easy to go out and get the bells and whistles and, ooh, this looks so pretty, but did it actually teach you? Did it help in educating you about, you know, the historical things, past and present, in distant education? So those are some things to be thinking about for your timeline. Other thing I wanted to do is just give you kind of a heads up about some of the skills you might be thinking about, that I'm probably going to be requiring you to do, that you're going to want to possibly even now start looking into. One of them is like exactly what I'm doing right now, what we call an impromptu video. There are free, you know, video applications. I'm just using my webcam, and I actually use a program called UCam. Not free, but it was pretty dang cheap, I think. You'll be doing things such as screen captures, which are different. That's just taking a picture of your screen and then using that information. And there are, programs out there called Snagit, or, that's the one I like to use. Again, not free, but I'm sure you can, I'll try to get a list together of free stuff. But I'll tell you, when I was in my doctoral education, especially if you've got the FNLP loan and stuff, I did use some of my money to purchase these types of programs. And I continued to use them, especially if you're teaching online. So how to do screen captures, how to do impromptu videos. And then obviously what you were probably all good at is our voiceover PowerPoints, but, it may be time to invest in a program that lets you get a little bit more slick with your voiceover PowerPoints. There's a lot of free stuff right now. The one I started with, if you haven't done voiceover PowerPoints, is iSpring Free. Again, I'll give you these links. You know, PowerPoint, Office's PowerPoint has the Mix, MIX built in, though, even though it's easy to use, I don't find the compiling and compression and posting, it likes to crash a lot. I actually invested right off the bat with Camtasia, and they put out another update, and it is more user-friendly than ever. So that might be something to be thinking about, is to get into more of an actual video editing program. And there are other ones out there. There's the most popular free one, I think, is called Screenomatic. But just kind of start for this class to get in the mindset of, you know, when you start seeing something, what is that? You know, we're going to cover free programs out there that allow you to import YouTube videos and put quizzes into those, and all kinds of things that I actually already do. And there's just, you know, new things popping up all the time. We're also going to try our hand a little bit at different ways to maybe interact using things such as VoiceThread or Padlet. Some just different ways to have discussions rather than your just typical typing in a discussion board. So I'm planning on trying to get a few of those experiences to you. If not, not everyone. Building this course, every year you add a little more and make it better and better. I'm at 10 minutes, so I don't think I want to go any longer. I am always available for a Google Hangout. Right now, I don't have any scheduled on the calendar, but if things start getting hairy and everybody has the same question, please have a representative, reach out to me and let's do a Google Hangout. I'm available pretty much anytime. I'm not a super late night person, but I'll do a Google Hangout at 9 or 10, or I'm not actually a big morning person. So if you want a morning Google Hangout, probably 9 a.m. would be about the earliest I do. But I'll be available on the weekends too. I've got email on my phone and, pretty much always checking into email. So, I'll see if you want something to be set up impromptu. So, I look forward to working with you all this semester. I hope that I do have, some good information to impart on you and just share some things as far as technology is going. And then also, hopefully by the end of the course, you feel comfortable or at least are aware of some of the best practices when designing an online course and conducting an online course, because that is very, very important. I talk still to students. My son is 17, taking some online courses, and just other people, adults, who are taking online courses. And I got one right now who's taking a course through Brno and 100% online, and just complaining about what, professor's not available, things are confusing. And so how the instructor designs and runs the course does make or break an online course. So take care, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.